Well, I think that the strength of our team all year has been really finding a way to get our game back, and whether you say bounce back or however you want to word it, I think that's been a strength of our group is that we found a way to come back and to be able to find our game. And we're confident in the way that we play. We're confident where we're at in the season. And we've done a lot of really good things to put ourselves in the position that we're in. So, did we have the weekend that we wanted to? No. But that happens in parts of seasons. And it just happens to be that we're going through that right now. So, we're confident in the way that we do things. We're confident in the way that we play our game. And we will come out of it.
I think the two games against Montreal. I think the first game at home, could have went either way, and we came on the wrong side. And they played well last night. They stuck with their system. They scored timely goals, and you give them credit that they were able to stay the course for longer than us. I think both teams in the back of their mind, first place was up for grabs, but I think ultimately it was just about trying to go out there and execute, 6 periods of hockey. And, I found, maybe the last 3 periods for us weren't our best.
I think when the game is 2-1, we have opportunities that we're right in the hockey game. And looking back, hindsight, anytime you look back, whether you look back and say we were flat or whether we didn't do this right or didn't do that right, we were in the hockey game. And so the thing is with our team is that we find a way with the way that we play and the structure that we have that we find a way to be in games. And most of the time we find a way to push through to either tie the game up, to play with the lead, or to find a way to win it. But last night, they continued to come. We had some breakdowns that cost us, and ultimately they played better than we did. And when you don't play as well as the other team, you're not going to win the game. So there's no way to sugarcoat it. We did not play our best. We didn't play our system the way that we wanted to. We had breakdowns that were uncharacteristic of our team. But it's done now, and we have to move forward. We've got a really big game coming up in Boston, and it's going to be a challenge. But they're fun games to be a part of as players. We're right in the thick of things, and we're confident in the abilities of our team.
Does it mean anything to come back here and face these guys?
Yeah, obviously when you play your former team, and it's the first time being back in the city, it's always a special thing. This year it's March, long season, and then coming back here. When I went back to Ottawa, it was a lot faster. It was actually my first game, so it's always special.
Have you noticed that this team has the ability to turn off a bad game quickly and move on from it this year?
Yeah, I think so. I think in hockey today, you got to have a short memory. Even when you're playing well, you got to move on to the next game, and that goes the same way when maybe you don't have your best outing. You gotta park that game pretty quickly and focus on the next one. And I think we've done a good job for the most part this year of putting the previous game behind us and focusing on the next. And the next game is a big one. We're playing Boston in their arena, and they've been playing really well. So that's our main focus right now.